As we all are at the platform of the buyer where we are here to win the dreams. So I welcome to all in this journey. And as we always start with a positive quotes with some super energy, and our today's quote says that the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. That means if you are dreaming for the tomorrow, then you must have to do today. That means you must have to do the hard work today so that you can dream for the tomorrow, and definitely that dream will come true. So let's start. Let's start the game as we are playing the game in which we are attending the session. That means you attend the session, you attend the mock the taste, weekly taste, monthly taste, and all the questions. You attend the daily assignments. Okay, you solve the questions when you ask more questions, more doubts. Then you solve it. That means you be attentive. All these things will get you the points, right? So all these points, all these things are the points that have your point. That means these are the tasks which will give you the coins. Like these are the tasks where you will attend the sessions, you will attend the test, you will attend the assignments and all, and then you will get the coins. And what to do with this coin? By these coins, you will get the rewards, right? So weekly rewards. These were the weekly, then monthly rewards, and then there will be the quarterly rewards. So this is how we play the game. So as let's begin our game, and you are attending the session. That means you have already won the 500 coins. So congrats for that. And now start our topic. Which topic is we are going to continue the simple interest and compound interest, in which part of the simple interest second part will continue in the today's session. So what will be the agenda of our today's session? We will see the first we will see the quick recap, that at least basic formula what was for simple interest. Then we will go for the type number 3. We will solve type questions on the type number 3. Then again we will go for the type number 4. We will solve questions on type number 4. And similarly we will solve the questions on type number 5. And at the end we will take a quick summary on this. Okay. So this is how we will complete our today's session. And what was the basic formula for the simple interest? Do you remember that? This is the most easiest formula. Simple interest, that is SI is equals to P into R into T divided by 100, where P is a principal, R is the rate of interest, T is a time period, and SI is the simple interest. And what will be the amount? Amount is nothing but the principal plus simple interest. And this principal always remains the same, whether it is for the 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years. Principal does not changes, but at the end we get the amount, that means which amounts include the simple interest or interest. That means every year only interest gets added, principal remains the same. Okay, so this was your formula. After that, let's solve the type number 3 questions where the principal is partially divided. This type of question we are going to see. So let's solve the question number 1 first. I think you have solved this one. What was that question? A man had 16,000 parts, of which a man had 16,000 part of which he lent at 4% and the rest at 5% per annum. The simple interest. Yes, we can solve this through the allegation, but for this question, allegation will be quite lengthy, but for other questions, you will definitely solve by the allegation. Okay, so I will show you how to solve by the allegation, but for this question, it will be quite lengthy because you will require a quite calculation. And this for, let's see, I will show you by all the methods. First, let's see what is the method. A man had 16,000. That means suppose if first part is a x, if first part is a x, then second part will becomes We directly take it as a 16,000 minus x, right? Which will save our calculation. So what are they saying that first part is lent at 4%. That means x into 4% per annum. That means there is nothing here. Okay. 4% per annum. And the rest part, that is 16,000 minus x part at 5% per annum. 16,000 minus x part at 5% per annum, and at the end he gets the total receive. He received rupees 700. That means total he received rupees 700. So if you solve this one, this 100 divided, that will goes to multiply there. That means this is the 4x plus 16 5s are 80,000 minus 5x, which is equals to 700 into this 100, right? Which is a 70,000. So this will be 4 minus 5 minus x, which is equals to 70,000 minus 80,000 means minus 10,000. So minus x is equals to minus 10,000 means x is equals to what? 10,000 means first part is a 10,000 and second part is a 6,000, and they had asked you the 4% annum, that is first part, right? Because this part he has lent on the 4% and this is on the 5%. So this is the easy way actually. And for this question, this way will be more better than the allegation. Okay. And this question was easy. So can we go for the next question? I will explain the allegation method for that question, because here you have to find that what percent of 16,000 is a 700, and that is a quite calculative. So I will give the solution for the easy question for the allegation method. This is more easy than this. Okay. Now let's solve the question number 2. So this question is quite different. Yeah, this question is quite different now. So can you solve this one? Let's try this one. Because in this question, what are they saying? A sum of rupees 2800 is divided into two parts in such a way that the interest on both the parts are equal. That means interest is equal. So on the first part, whatever interest, that will be equals to the second part interest. On the first part, we lent on the at 9% per annum for 5 years, and second for 6 years at 10%. So find the two sums, that means find the two principles. So answer question number B, option number B, very good. Now let's see, what are they saying that the total is a 2800, right? In which first part, suppose A, he lent at the 9% for 5 years, right? So 9%, and that will be equals to B into 6 into 10%. So this 10% is nothing but the 100. So can I cancel out this percent? So can you say that 45A is equals to 60B, which means that 15 3s are and 15 4s are. So you can say A by B is equals to 4 by 3. Now if you have solved this one, then next answer you can answer orally. Up to this, have you understood? Anyone have doubt up to this? Please let me know. Because after that, next process completely orally, you can solve very easy. That means A and B, this is the smallest ratio. So if you add them both, because you know that this total is equals to 2800, right? A plus B is nothing but the 2800, but their ratio is the 4 and 3. So if you add this 4 plus 3, it will become 7, right? My 7 is equals to theirs what? 2800. And they have asked you the both values. So can you find out if 7 is equal to 2800? That means you can say 1 is equals to 400. So can you find out the A's value? A is a 4. 4 means what? As 1 is a 400. So 4 is equals to what? 4 into 400, which is equals to 1600. And for B, which was a 3, means 3 into 400, which is equals to 1200. Even this is only for the understanding purpose. You can directly say 4 plus 3, 7. 7 4s are 28. Means I multiply 4 times. So I will multiply 4 into 4, 3 into 4. That is 400 times. So 4 into 400, 1600. 3 into 400, 1200. So my answer is 1600 and 1200. Okay. Now let's solve the next one. Okay, I will show you by the both methods now. Okay. First thing is what? Is the ratio of principal and simple interest is 10 is to 3. Yes, you also have solved it orally. Very good. As the principal and SI, right? Simple interest ratio is a 10 is to 3. For how many years? for 5 years. So you can directly say P is a 10, SI is a 3. You can directly put out the values either. So SI is a 3, P is a 10 for 5 years into R percent divided by 100. So you can say this will become 300 divided by 50, which is equals to R, which will be equals to 6%. So if my principal is a 25 rupees, SI is a 1 rupees for a year, and they have asked only for the 1 year. So if my principal is 100 rupees, my SI will becomes 4 rupees. That means 4% of 100 and 1 rupees is the SI. Or else you can do like that one also. Okay. SI is a 1 rupees, principal is a 25 rupees for 1 year. You have to find out the R. So your R will becomes 100 by 25 because this will get 100 by 25, which is equals to 4%. Even this is also okay. Or what can you do for 25 rupees? You are paying 1 rupees. So for 100 rupees, that means you are multiplying by 4. So you will pay 4 rupees. So your answer is at 4. This is also okay. Okay, both the methods you can solve. Sorry, type number 4. When rate of interest is increased or decreased. Sometimes what happens? Rate of interest increases or decreases. Then what will be the change in the value of amount and all? Let's see. Let's solve the question. In the question number 1, sum was lent at SI at a certain rate of 2 years. Something amount is taken and given at the lent. Given on the lent at for 2 years. Okay, for 2 years. Had it been lent at 3% higher rate, it would have fetched 300 rupees more. That means what they wanted to say, XYZ amount is given at for the 2 years. Then instead of whatever the percentage he has given, if we get for 3% more, then he will gain 300 rupees more. If 3% is more, he will get 300 rupees more. Then what was the original sum? That is, what is the principal? Can you find out this one? R increased by what? R increased by 3%. 3% per annum, right? Per annum. That means for 2 years, that R will increase by 6%. This is okay. Now tell me that. Up to this anyone have doubt? Because R is increased by the 3%. That R is 3% higher. So for 2 years, R is increased by the 6%. Up to this, anyone have doubt? Then please ask. R is a 6% for 2 years. Anyone have doubt in this? Yes, I am explaining oral part in more easy. Now please tell me. Anyone have doubt in this 6%? Then I will explain next one. No doubt you have understood this. Because for 1 year, R increased by 3%. So for 2 years, R increased by 6%. So जो भी 6% is increasing, that increasing on the principal. So whatever your principal into 6% is equals to what? 300, because your SI increased by what? 300. So can you say that P is equals to 300 into 100 divided by 6, which is equals to 5,000. This is the solution. Let's try the next one. This is a completely similar pattern, and this is really too much easier. Even you can answer orally. What I said, they are saying that R increased by 3% per annum. In the question, they had said that R increased by 3%, SI is changing by the 300 rupees. Its R is changing by 3% for 1 year. That means for 2 years, it will change by 6%. That means whatever increased amount, that is the 6% of your principal. Right? Because it has increased by 3% per year. That means for 2 years, it will increase by 6%. हर एक ईयर में 3% से इंक्रीज हो रहा है. For first year it is a 3%. For second year it will become 3 plus 3 6%. So whatever जो P है, because that whatever increases the SI, that increase on the P, your interest principal only. Because whatever interest, that is always decided on your loan amount, right? Principal amount. जो भी आपका SI rate होता है वो हमेशा आपका principal पे ही decide होता है. So whatever the 6%, that will increase on what? Principal amount. So that P principal का जो भी 6% है, that is increased by the 300. So what is your P? P will be 5,000. Now understood? So similarly, this one also too much easiest. As you can see that, okay, this question again, let's see. Same it is. It is for 2 years. Had it been put at 3% higher rate, it would have fetched 72 rupees more. That means 3% for 1 year. So for 2 years, it is increased by what? 6%. So whatever the P, that P ka 6% is equals to what? 72 rupees, because they are saying that 72. So what will be the answer for 72? R, sorry, P, 6 and 6 ones are. So you will directly get the answer 1200. Ask me the Q&A section. I will explain that one also. Now let's solve the next one. This is quite different now. Please try this one. Now here they have asked the amount, not the sum. Initial one, they were asking for the principal, which we can solve directly. SI is equals to PRT. Here it is a quite different. As if you observe it properly, what are they saying that? In a sum of 2400, that is principal is 2400, amounts to rupees 3264. That is the amount. That means principal plus SI is equal to amount. In 4 years, at a certain rate of simple interest, if the rate of interest is increases by the 1%, the same sum in the same time would amount to what? That means if whatever the R, if that R is increased by the 1%, now tell me that for 1 year 1%, so for 4 years it will increase by the 4%. Okay, I will explain it orally. Try to understand. For 1 year, R is increasing by the 1%. So for 4 years, it will increase by the 4%. 4% of what? Principal, right? Because every time R increases of the principal, so you can directly find out your principal ka 4%, right? Which will be equals to 2400 ka 4%. It will becomes 96 rupees. That means your SI is increasing because 4%. So your SI is increasing by the what? 96 rupees if your R is 1% more. Initially your amount is what? 3260. But now when you increases the R by 1%, that is for 4 years, it will increase by 96 rupees. New amount, which will equals to the 0, and this will become 3360, right? Whatever the amount, yeah. Your principal is a 2400. Your SI is what? You can say 3260 minus, sorry, 3264 minus 2400, which is equals to 864, right? 864 rupees your SI, right? But it doesn't matter actually, right? Yeah, it will be matter, yes. So for the first one, can you find out like SI is equals to PRT by 100? So you can say SI is a 864, P is a 2400 into R into T is a 4 divided by 100. So this will get cancelled. Your R will becomes 864 divided by 24 into 4. So this will be 4 2s are, 1s are, and 6 are, and 24 8s, 24 9s are, right? So your R is a 9%. Initially your R was what? 9%. Now what happened? This R increased by 1%. So now your principal will be the same, 2400. Your R is what now? It increased by 1%. That means it becomes a 10. For 4 years again same, divided by 100. So what will be SI at this time? 24 into 4, 960 rupees SI. Right? So what will you do here? You will add principal. You want the amount, right? So you will find like amount is equals to P plus SI, means here 2400 plus this one. Question number 4. Can you solve this one? Yeah. So what can you see here? R is increased by what percent? 2.5%, right? Means 2.5% per year, and his income also increases yearly, right? That means 2.5% is equals to what? 2.5% is equals to 1250. So can you tell me that what is the value of 100%? Because this 2.5% is of what? Whatever the principal, on that principal 2.5% is increases, right? So on that principal, if 2.5% of principal is a 1250, then what is the 100% principal? Can you do the cross multiplication? 1250 into 100 divided by 2.5. So will you do 1250 into 1? Indeed, if you wanted to give this, that means there is a digit point, so you have to avoid it. So you will give like this 25. So you will see here 25 fives are 125. So your answer will become 50,000. Getting this one? This is again one most easy SI actually. So what is the style? If a certain sum becomes n times at t years itself, in 10 times of itself in t years on simple interest. That means something is a sum, that is a principal. It becomes n times in a t years. This type of the questions are there. So let's solve this question. Question number 1 is here. Can you solve this one? Question number 1. If a sum of money at simple interest double itself in 12 years. Exactly what is happening when sum of money is double? Means what happens? Suppose your sum of money was 100 rupees. And now after whenever you wanted to pay the amount, that means with interest, that sum of money becomes double. That means your amount was your principal was the 100 rupees. And now you are paying the double means 200 rupees. Which means what? Your principal is equals to simple interest. Are you getting what I wanted to say? 8.33%. Very good. Okay, whenever principal becomes double, which means that whatever the principal, that is equals to the simple interest. Okay, when principal is double, which means that P is equals to SI. Okay, or else what can we say there in the equation form? I will explain this by the equation form. Suppose here P is a P rupees, suppose, okay, and your amount is what? Double of principal means what? 2P. When principal is a double, right? A sum of money at simple interest doubles. Double says what? Your P is a P, your amount is a twice of P, right? So what will be your SI? Amount minus principal, which is a 2P minus P, so it will become P. Now understood? Or you can say if your P is equals to X, suppose. So it will becomes 2X because PP you can get confused, right? So it will becomes 2X minus X, which is equals to X. Means if your P is X, SI is also X. So let's put the formula. SI X is equals to PX into R is what? You have to find out the R. T is a 12 years divided by 100. So you can say this x will get cancelled. So your R will becomes 100 by 12, which will be equals to the, if you did by the 25 by 3 means 81 by 3%. So now it is not a double. Okay. So you have to solve this one. Let's try this one now. Then can you solve this one? What are they saying in this question? A sum of money becomes 7 by 6 of itself. That means if P is a X, your amount is what? 7 by 6 of X. That means your amount is becoming the 7 by 6 of money. So your SI, you can say SI will be A minus P, which is a 7 by 6 X minus X, which will become 7, and this will get multiplied cross. That means 6, 7 minus 6, that is a 1 by 6 X. So can you put the value here? SI is a 1 by 6 of X is equal to P is a X into 3 years. For R percentage, you have to find out the R. So you will get here R is equals to X into 100 divided by 6 into 3 into X. X will get cancelled. So it will become 100 by 18, which means that 50 by 9. So you can say here R is equals to 9 5s are 5 by 9. 5 by 9%. Last two questions will remain after that. So please solve this fast. In how many years it will become 2 by 5 of the simple interest within 2 by 5 of interest. Okay. Amount is not 2 by 5. Simple interest is a 2 by 5 of principal. So this is more easy actually. Okay. Now let's solve. What are they saying that? Whatever, if my P is a X, then my SI is it 2 by 5 times of P, means 2 by 5 of X. So you can say 2 by 5 x is equals to p, that is the x into, what was that percentage? 8 percentage for t year divided by 100. So this x will get cancelled. So you can say t is equals to 100 into 200 divided by 5 into 8, which 5 8s are 40, and 40 200 by 40 is equals to 5. Sorry, 5 years, not percentage. Sorry. So your t will becomes 5 years. Easy one. Now let's see the question number 4. Because it is becoming a treble is triple, but in that triple, principal is also added. So you have to subtract that one. Okay, treble means 3 times. Simple interest treble itself means it becomes the 3 times of itself. And because that amount, that means whatever the principal is triple itself. That means it will triple times. That which means that your SI will be 2x, because A minus P. So can you find out that SI 2x is equals to Px into, for how many years? 15 years into R by 100. So this x will get cancelled. Your R will becomes 2 into 100 by 15, which is equals to 200 by 15. I don't know what to do for this. Now let's do it as it is. Let's put it as it is. Okay. Or you can do like 5 3s are and 5 4s are. So you can say R is equals to 40 by 3 percentage. Okay. Now what I want, in how many years will it becomes 5 times, right? That means for the second condition, if my P was a x, now my amount is a 5 times. That means my SI is a 4x. This time SI is a 4x, which is equal to x into R. R is what? Because rate is not changed, right? So R will be 40 by 3% into how many years divided by 100. So now you will see that T will becomes 4x into 100 into 3 divided by 40x. That x will get cancelled. 4 ones are, 4 tens are, and this 1 0 will get cancelled. That means T is equals to 30 years. Let's solve the next question, which is exactly similar to this one. Okay, I know there is a network issue. So, and there is a heavy rain outside. So there might be chances to get the network issue, obviously. So please end the session fast by solving this one. Okay, and if it's clear, network is good, then I will explain all the doubts. Yeah, okay. So solve this one fast. Yes, very good. Lavisha, this time you are correct. So whatever you have to do every time, they have whatever the times they have asked, right? Suppose 4 times, 8 times, they are asking like that one, right? So that whatever time they have asked, let's do -1, because if you subtract -1, that means you will get the SI, right? Because that extra one is the amount that is added, the P is added. So whatever, after 4 years, so let's 4 times, they are asking for the 4 times. Let's do 4 minus 1, 3. 3 into 7, 21 years. That's it. Answer is a 21 years. Getting my point? They had asked 4 times. So to make the 4 times, that means in that 4 times, your principal will get subtracted. That means it is only for 3 times actually. So for 3 times, what will be there? 7 years अगर उसको double होने के लिए लग रहा है, that is required for the double. So for the, that means it will becomes 21 years. It will require 21 year to become the 4 times. Yes, option number C will be the answer. It won't be 28. Okay, because if again you are observed here, for the first 7 years for the simple interest, it is a double. That means whenever P is a X, your SI is a X only. Right? That means, and again next time they are asking you that if the 4 times, that means your SI will be 3X. So it becomes to 1X, it requires a 7 years. So to become a 3X, it will require 7 into 3, which is equals to 21 years. And we will always calculate it on the SI only, not on the amount. Because in the amount, principal is also added. We must have to subtract that principal. That means we can directly subtract here like this one. Or you can do whatever time they have asked, -1 into d1. Okay. Okay. No, we cannot say like that one actually. Sorry. I cannot say like that one. I think, yeah. In 7 years at a simple interest, it is double, right? That means if my P is the X rupees, amount is what? 2x rupees. Means my SI will be what? Amount minus P. That is 2x minus X, which is equal to X rupees. Now what happened? If my P is the X, now my amount has to become the 4 times. So my SI will be what? 3x. So my SI to require to make this SI as a X, it requires 7 years. So to make it as a 3x, how much year it will require? इसको x बढ़ने के लिए 7 years लग रहे हैं, तो 3 times बढ़ने के लिए कितने years लगेंगे? Into 3, that means it will require 21 years. Yeah, so that's all for today. So we'll see in the next session. After that, do the study, and thank you so much. Bye bye.